everyone, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Brandon.
And this is Fish or Price Ranch. Hi, baby. Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to Fish or Price Ranch. I'm Sarah. First off, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. So I'm here alone this morning. This is October 2nd and we got a cold front that came in last night. It is currently like 44 degrees. This will be my second time hunting our property. It is 6:09 right now. I'm just starting to see a little bit of light coming up. I'll show you guys when I get out, but it is still very dark down in the forest. I'm a little bit nervous, only because we have a lot of wild pigs, and they make me very nervous. So anyway, the good thing is we have dew on the ground, so everything is soaking wet, so I can hopefully sneak in there without crunching a bunch of leaves like we did yesterday. And anyway, we're going to see how it goes today. We'll hunt this morning and this evening. Then we'll probably give it a break and try again next week. We've got another cold front coming in next week. So anyway, let's get out there and see if we can sneak into the blind. Alright, so you guys can see that. We've got some light coming out. But as you can see, down in the forest is very dark. So I've got a flashlight. And if I can find the button, there we go. We're going to head down in here and see if we can sneak down in there. It should be light enough that I can see better with my eyeballs in about 20 minutes. It's going to take about 8 to 10 minutes to walk into the blind because I'm going to go slow. I know the flashlight definitely doesn't help if there's any animals hanging around, but just gonna scan my surroundings because, like I said, we have a lot of wild pigs and they probably make me the most nervous because they're usually in groups. They're very territorial when it comes to babies, and it's still early in the fall that they can definitely have a lot of babies still. So we're going to get down in here and just make sure nothing's following me. Alright, you guys, I made it to the blind. We're all set up and ready to go. So as soon as we can see a little better, I'll get some footage for you. I didn't spook anything when I came in, which was great. Alright, you guys, well, didn't see anything again. Coyotes are really, really bad. I don't know if that's what is keeping the deer away, because we were getting the deer quite often on the cameras. But coyotes were going off all night last night, twice this morning. So maybe we'll try again this evening and see if it's any better. If not, we'll give it a little break and try again next week. Hey guys, so we are back. We decided not really to go hunting. It got warm again. We have a cold front coming in about 5 days. So we're going to set up some more cameras and some salt blocks and check out a little bit more of our property because we still haven't seen all of it. And we bought a little bit more clover seed and whatnot. So we're going to get some of that spread out here, but I'll show you guys kind of where we're looking. So it's really, really thick all through here. And then we've got this little clearing here. And this is at the bottom of our knoll. So right here in this little hollow is a spring. So we're going to kind of check it out, see if there's another little pool of water that's trickling. And maybe set up a camera there with a lick. But we're going to kind of walk around and just poke around for a little bit and see what we find and then go from there. But there's a lot of trails. You can see one going through there, one going where he's kind of walking. But I want to check out what's going on up here and see if we've got a water source that they are hitting. Because it goes underground up right by our pond. And then it trickles out again, but then it goes underground again. So I want to see if it trickles out anywhere else, and if we see any rubs or anything like that. Alright, you guys, we just came up through here. This is a main trail, real heavy, but it isn't like it's been used recently because there's some trees laid over. This would be a great spot for a tree stand, overlooking this little meadow here. And they're coming up from the creek and down from the mountain. So it'd be a good filter spot. We're going to see if there's any water down here anywhere. All right, I've been kind of walking up this creek. It does flow during the winter through the spring. We're almost back up to our boys, which are up at the top of the mountain there. And right up over that corner there is where the spring does let out. I had a camera there for a little while, and all we got was a couple of does and pigs, but mainly it was just squirrels and birds. So it's probably just too close to the house. So we probably won't set up anything up there. But this is a nice little open spot down here. Pretty steep on both sides. But I do like that spot where I said a tree stand could go potentially. So we may set up something right past Brandon there where you can see the grass starting to grow again. Okay, you guys, I apologize. I realized I didn't video where we set our camera, but we're already moving to the next spot. Whew, had to climb from down there But it opens up in here again as well. The other side of that access road is not our property. So we're gonna, on the map it shows we've got a little clearing up in the trees up in here, so I'm gonna go see what it looks like. We've got a trail that comes right through these trees. You can kind of see it meandering through the grass. That's where we came in. But it opens up. Yeah, you can see lots of fresh track through here. But see, we got this little open area in here. Yeah, this could potentially be a really good spot. Great tree stand tree there or here. But it's real thick all the way around. And then this little opening. I like it. Just gonna poke around and see if we see any sign and figure out what we're gonna do. So the clearing we were just looking at is right through this little bit of brush here. We just came through around this side. There's a nice trail that comes right through here. And it comes down and then it goes where Brandon's going. So it heads that way. We have a camera that way, but it's still a good few hundred yards down that way that we haven't checked yet. It's only been out for a couple of days, so we don't know what's on it. We're gonna wait till probably next week and then go check that camera. But I think we're gonna find somewhere in this clearing that looks pretty heavily traveled and set a camera up and maybe a scrape. Brandon disappeared, so I'm going to see what he just found. Because he looked like he kind of opened up. Yeah, this is a good trail right here. Because it does open up a little bit. Maybe this will be better. It's a really good trail. Ooh, I kind of like that. How's it look over there? Yeah. Something was digging right here. Around this little tree. And then it gets... Oh yeah, it is. That's a huge tree. You can see it back there. Go check it out. But this looks like a really good spot. Lots of oaks in this opening before it dips back into the cedars. I kind of like this. And then there's some manure poop from something fairly fresh too. Is it dead? Bummer. But I do kind of like this opening as well. Definitely can tell the pigs were in here. Yeah. And then it drops down into a ravine. There's a big oak. It's dead. But, so this ravine, I just realized, it drops down and I just heard a buck snort. Anyway, it goes down and then it opens up to that field, which is where I put my last camera a couple of days ago. We haven't checked yet. So I think this will be a good spot up on this ridge that we can go back to these little clearings here and find the best spot to put a camera. I got up in here. This was the second little clearing we saw while being out here. And here is our property line. So we have like a skinny section. Our property basically is a big square and then it goes real skinny for a second and then we get big 15 acres like that. So we're in the skinny section. Got a good trail right through here. But let's trying to peek around and see if there's any rubs or a really good trail that's being used a lot. because we're finding a lot of track. This is all fresh track here. But I'm wondering if it's from the pigs and not necessarily the deer. What? Okay, I'll be right there. You found mushrooms. Anyway, but here's a really good trail right here. And then it opens up into that second little open area. So I might follow this for a minute. Okay. So after poking around, we have the first one that we came up on. I'm on the top side now. And then the second one's right through the trees over there. But I walked in on, sorry, I'm backwards, on this heavy trail right through here, which goes up right through there. And then the bottom side right in through here has a heavy trail that cuts through. I think I like this one better, only because the tree in the middle would be a good one for a tree stand, and you can get shots from both sides. So I just got to figure out where I want to put my camera and potentially make a scrape. We could even do it right here on this tree here with the low-lying branches. And then I could always put my camera maybe over here facing kind of up this way. Or I could put it on this tree and face it down. I'm going to poke around a little bit more and see what we decide. Okay, I was right up here when I was talking to you last, facing this tree from the other side. Came down and found this trail that comes straight down, and it actually has fresh track on it. And there's an old rub on this tree. So we're going to make a scrape right here, a mock scrape. Bent some branches down. Going to put the camera kind of low on this big tree. Put a salt rock right there, mineral rock. And then Brandon's throwing some clover and radish and turnip seeds out here. The grass is pretty thin, so it shouldn't have too much trouble once we get it set up. Okay, we got it all set up. We've got camera right there. Got a mineral rock. We made a scrape right here. Got that trail coming in. We got our seed spread. And so now we'll wait. All right, you guys. Well, thanks so much. We will come out and check the cameras next week. And when we got that cold front coming through, probably Monday. And then we'll check all 4 cameras, because I want to see what we got going on now that we've made scrapes, mock scrapes, and I know the seed that we spread ain't going to do anything. We don't even have any rain in the near future. Hopefully we'll get some though. Fall is here, so we don't really know, but it might turn out pretty good. And we'll keep you guys updated on the plots, see how well they're doing. And then we'll maybe get back out hunting next week once we kind of give these places a little bit of a break from all of our scent, and let the mineral blocks do their thing. Hopefully the deer will start coming a little bit more often. The nice thing about doing all these cameras all around the property is we'll find where the deer spots are, where the pig spots are. You guys saw the turkey that I ran into the other morning, yesterday morning. We got lots of turkey all over the property. So anyway, it'll just give us an idea of what is where and where we'll decide to hunt for whatever we're going after. So anyway, that is our updated video on hunting. I'm going to hike out of here, and we will see you guys next time.